Good morning everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. So it is about 8:30 right now. You can see we did get the girls outside today since it's not raining. It's not extremely warm either. It was about 32 this morning, I think. So it's warming up a little bit because you can see the sun is shining quite nicely right now. The field over there is greening up really well. The grass is surprisingly growing. You wouldn't think it would be in this cool weather, but it's growing pretty good, so that's good. We've definitely had plenty of rain to make it grow. So you can see we have the barn bedded and it's ready for the girls to come in tonight. So we've got a few things that we want to get done today. Because cold or not, we have to work on some things because spring is slipping by us as we speak. One of the things that we wanted to do was about a month ago, I think. I don't know, it's hard to tell, time flies, but we had to change over our electric motor that runs our vacuum pump because the capacitors were gone in it, so we took that and we got it fixed and we put our spare one on, which is a little bit smaller than the one that we had on there before, but it works great. We haven't had any issues with it. The pressure is always up where it needs to be. It's off right now, obviously, but we do have that gauge to tell whether or not our PSI is the same or not. That seems to be the same. We haven't had any problems with somatic cell because usually if you have a low vacuum, you do have a higher somatic cell count. And the cows will kick the machines off more if you have low vacuum because they can tell the difference quite easily. So we haven't had any issues with it there. When we changed the electric motors over, however, we did notice that the belts, because there are two V-belts in the back of it, we did notice that one of them was very loose and very stretched out, and it's only gotten worse as we put this one on. Brent did pick up some of those, so we are going to be changing those over today. He is out dumping the sawdust right now because something else that we want to get done today is we need to get some bales hauled over here because we did use up all the ones that we brought back quite a while ago. So we're going to be running over and getting a load out of a field that needs to be picked up anyway. So we can't have that load of sawdust on there. I'll take you guys in and show you those belts. I did clean the floor this morning as well because I just like to have a nice clean floor. So these are the belts right here. The compressor's still a little hot, but you can see that this one's nice and tight. And this one right here is just completely loose. And no matter how much we tighten it up on that one specific side, it won't stay tight. So we do need to replace those. You can see Brent's got those hanging right there. You can also see him out there unhooking the tarp so that he can dump that sawdust. So yeah, that's probably what we're going to do. We're going to wait a bit, wait for that to cool down because we did just stop milking a while ago. We are also going to be picking up some sticks in the fields today and just doing some work in the fields in general. We want to get some of the plastic cleaned up like I mentioned in the last video, and some of the sticks that fell because it was very windy yesterday and we had a lot of trees and limbs come down, so we will have to be picking up the fields quite a bit because, like I said, the grass is growing and before you know it, it'll grow right over them, so we need to get those picked up so we don't hit anything with the mowing machine because that is just a pain in the butt. Okay, before we get into everything that we have to do today, there was one thing that I wanted to show you guys. We had another calf the other day. This is just the biggest calf that I've ever seen. Brent said it's the biggest calf he's ever seen, so I just had to show you guys. She came from our biggest cow that we have here. Probably I'll set this down right here so you can actually see, except it's not going to stay there because it's uneven. So this is her. Oh, she's going to get up for you guys so you can see her. So she looks big from here, but I'm going to go stand over by her so you guys can tell just how big she really is. Come here. So she came out of one of our biggest cows, so it's not really surprising that she's as big as she is. But she's 3 days old right now, and she's massive. Funny thing is, we didn't have to assist her mother at all. She had her on her own. We thought she had milk fever, but I don't really think she did. I think she was just laying in an awkward position and she couldn't really get up, but we did treat her for milk fever. And we just did it under the skin like we usually do, and she jumped right up. So I'm assuming she didn't like the needle in her, and she finally got enough energy to just jump right up because we didn't even finish getting everything in her before she stood up. And she's a very big cow, so I don't think one bottle would help her enough to have her jump up like that. But anyhow, this is her. So I'm not a very tall person, but she's well past hip height on me. She is just the biggest calf I've ever seen. And it's a heifer. You guys can tell because I kept saying she. So biggest heifer I've ever seen. She is a Normandy. She does have horns. So since she's actually from one of my cows, I'm definitely keeping her. Whether or not I will be keeping her here or not, I don't really know. I think Brent wants to keep her here. She's so big we couldn't actually keep her in one of those cages out there like April's in because she was actually too long. She couldn't stand up without hitting her head or her butt against the cage. And she's super friendly, just a real sweetheart. So she's a brown Swiss Normandy cross. She's got a little tiny bit of Holstein in her, but she's just the cutest thing. She has like these blue brown Swiss eyes, ow, and yeah, She's just precious, but I had to show you guys that because she's the biggest thing I've ever seen. If you're gonna hit like that, I'm gonna have to leave. So yeah, I'm not really sure what to name her yet. A couple names I'm thinking about right now are Darcy and Elsa. So if you guys like either one of those or you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. Because she will be staying. She's a real sweetie. She's a baby. So I don't think she's gonna be escaping anytime soon because she's a little too big to fit out through all these holes. Look at the legs on her. She's like that ZZ Top song. Brent just finished dumping the sawdust. I did want to take you guys up and show you. We moved Hazel, obviously, from that pen that the new calf is in down here with Coco, and Coco is not impressed at all. So she's not happy to be in here with her at all. Coco's terrified of her. I think they look like they almost have the same markings, you know what I mean? Slightly, I mean, just a different color.
God, it's cute.
But Coco is not impressed.
She'll get used to it.
She's terrified of her still, but hopefully she gets used to it. I know, go eat your bale. So are we gonna work on that motor right now?
The belts.
Think it's cooled down enough?
I'm gonna put those belts on.
Hello, babies. Hello. I've got to go get those wrenches you wanted me to get.
Yeah.
So I need a 3/4, a 7/16, and a ratchet. And a ratchet handle, right?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. I'll be right back. It's beautiful out, but it's a little windy. See, so this is what I'm talking about. Over there, you can see the wrap that's just kind of strewn over there. So that's what we're going to be focusing on picking up today. Should have brought out my sunglasses. So we need a 3/4. One right there. There's more in here. 3/4. 9/16. I do think you need one of those as well. The 7/16. And then we need a 1/4-inch socket. I'm on a jacket. It's freezing out here.
Wow, that one was thin.
Huh?
That one was thin.
Oh, okay.
Whoops, sorry.
I just want to see what it looked like.
That one was wore out.
Does that help? No.
That's all right. That base, we got to loosen this, and we need a 9/16.
And I'm like the equivalent of a nurse in like mechanical capacity.
Yeah.
You're like, wrench! I hand you a wrench. So now,
That's it. Now, get that.
get this one off.
Yeah.
Ow, jeez.
Did you find that plum stick?
Oh man, I knew there was something I forgot.
I'll go get it.
Okay.
That one's original. I mean, that one's been on for. How many years ago do you think?
Look at the black stuff that just came out.
Yeah. These two bells. Right behind you.
So not that it matters, but these are the ones that we're going to be putting on. They're Gates. Look like nice ones, but I don't really know. I mean, I don't know if there's a difference. So I guess what we had to do this was to loosen up these mounting bolts. Well, not those ones. See what I mean? I always get the wrong one. They're up here. These mounting bolts so that we could pull the motor back. And then we're just going to run the new ones on. Brent's going to get a level, which if you guys heard him call it a plum stick. When we were building this window here, he said he was looking for the plum stick, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And he said he's like, you know, the plum stick. And I'm like, the level? And he's like, yeah, that level. So now he calls it the plum stick as a joke. I'm not really sure how he's gonna use it. Yeah, basically we're just waiting for him to come back.
Let me spike that up now. Go ahead and put your belts on. Oh, let me back it up some.
Not even gonna go in there.
There's no gap now, is there?
No?
Okay, tighten her up there then. turn it on, PD.
Turn it on?
Yeah, let's just watch it first.
You got everything out of the way?
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, it seems like it's all right now.
You ready?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot better.
You happy
It's
with
not perfect, but it's a lot better.
it? All right.
There.
Now what?
Let's pick up some plastic.
Look, the paper. I wonder when this is from. March 30th. Not too awful long ago. Beautiful. Makes you proud to be a farmer. So Brent is taking those sticks to the burn pile that we have behind one of our cornfields out in front of the barn. I'm just checking this back wall to make sure nothing fell down over here. Usually it doesn't because the trees are quite far away from the field, but this is one of the fields that needs to get reseeded because you guys can see that in this corner right here, it doesn't grow hardly at all, and it's because it's a really weird soil. Over there is completely different than over here. So our next field is right here on the other side of this wet hole, and it juts way up in, and I can almost guarantee you that there's going to be a tree down in that field because there's always a tree down in that field. It smells like spring. Now we'll head up into the next field and wait for Brent to come back. Maybe we'll pile some sticks up just to make it a little bit easier. This is quite a wet hole. I'm not sure how I'm going to get across this. Wasn't too bad. So Brent has just been taking back the plastic and throwing it in the dumpster. I don't know what that is. This is the field where those bales are at the very top. So we got about 3 loads of brush picked up, which is about 2 fields. Two. Why do I keep trying to hold 3? It's about 2 fields we got done, just small ones. There was a lot more sticks down where they thought there was going to be, and I did hurt myself one time. These are the bales right here. I'm not really sure where I'm supposed to be parking here, but there is a car behind me, so I'll let them go by. Not really sure how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not hard to count them all because you don't know which ones you've counted and which ones you haven't. There's 20 something, so I don't know if we're doing just 1 load for now or not. I would imagine because it's past 12 and we haven't had lunch yet. So probably we're just gonna do this one load so we have something back at the farm to feed the girls. And just come and get some more in the next couple days whenever we have a free minute, which is not very often lately. Looks like I was wrong. We are going to be picking up all the bales over there, so I've got to hurry back. Also, in case you're wondering, we lost a windshield wiper. Casualty. That was dangerously close. One more load. So I just left work and I totally forgot that I didn't end this video. So we ended up hauling around 3.5 loads of those bales. I dumped 3 over by the shop and then I left a half a load on the truck because Brent wanted me to leave it on there. So that's all we got done today, but at least we did get a couple fields cleaned up, and that makes me feel a lot better that we're working on that and got some hay hauled back for the girls. Just some little things, but the grass is growing really well, so hopefully this wind that we're getting lately is going to dry out the fields and we can finally spread manure before the grass gets too tall. And slows us down completely. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below and hit that notification bell so you know when any new videos are being posted. Keep it real, keep farming, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.